Hi guys, how are y'all doing? I hope you're all having a good morning, nighttime. It's the middle of the night for me. We are here and we are going to be doing Punarvasu Nakshatra. So this is the first Jupiter ruled nakshatra, and it is going to range from the last 10 degrees of Gemini to the first 3 degrees of Cancer. I have my moon here in the 4th pada, so it is in the sign of Cancer, which is actually a very interesting and special. The last pada of all the Jupiter ruled nakshatras is going to be very special. So whether it's Vishaka or Purva Bhadra or Punarvasu, it's just very special because it has that moon Jupiter aspect, right? So all of the Jupiter ruled nakshatras, in regards to the 4 sections that they're split up into, it's going to start with Aries for the first one. The second one will then be ruled by Taurus, so they'll have the Venusian influence. And then there's going to be the mercurial influence on the 3rd pada, and then the 4th pada has that Cancerian impact with Jupiter, and we all know that the moon and Jupiter are very auspicious and very beneficial for each other, right? It makes the moon be able to expand a lot farther, right? It gives this beneficial influence to the moon that we really like to see, right? That exalted Jupiter kind of energy. So just something to keep in mind. It is definitely like a little 3-degree section of heaven, right? Especially in Cancer. In Pisces, it's truly boundlessness. It's truly no boundaries at all whatsoever. Goodness. Okay. So let's get into the reading. For those of you that don't know, my name is Madelyn. You can call me Mary if you'd like, or Madelyn, whatever works for me. And this is my channel. I read for the Vedic lunar mansions or nakshatras. Sometimes I do the zodiac signs. I did the zodiac signs for a long time, but I just like the number 28 more than I like the number 12. I just do one reading a day, and it gets me all the way through the moon cycle. And 28 is the number, is the number of it's the money houses, right? We have the 2nd house, your money, the 8th house, other people's money. We're still working here in the 7th. This is the 7th lunar mansion. So 7 is going to tie highly into like relationships. Lucky number 7, right? 7 is a perfect number. I believe 7 is also kind of corresponding to like Rama, right? I believe Rama is Vishnu's 7th incarnation. What is it? Oops, flip that over. Okay. But not saying that Rama has anything to do with this nakshatra. This nakshatra is actually ruled by Aditi, which is the mother of the gods. So some might say there's some correlations here with Tara. Bruhaspati's wife, maybe, but it's not so much that. It's really what Aditi is. It is when Brahma was creating the world, he had to create a place or a section of the sky where he was pulling the energy from, right? So it's kind of like the chicken and the egg, right? We think about what came first, the chicken or the egg. So Aditi is going to be more so like the space, while Brahma is more the conductor of what happens in the space, right? But he has to have that 5th element of Punarvasu or of Aditi in order to create anything. So that's why the symbol here is the quiver. that has the arrows in it. So all energy, all manifestations come from Punarvasu. They all come from Punarvasu. So when you think like Sagittarius is what, the actual bow. So that's where there's that correlation between the two. You would think that there's nothing that really makes them similar. You'd think that Cancer, I'm thinking Cancer, but obviously it's opposing, but sorry, I just think of it as Cancer because I have a Cancer moon. But even with Cancer, Jupiter having that exaltation point in Cancer and then being the ruler of Sagittarius, so there's the correlation there. But then there's the opposition of Gemini to Sagittarius. And so this would be the place where Sagittarius, when they're using the bow and arrow, where they are getting the arrows from, right? Where they return the arrows to is to their opposing place of Gemini or Punarvasu. So Jupiter's a very nice energy. I have been kind of getting this feeling of Saturn coming in. I'm not sure. I know Saturn is the next nakshatra, but for some reason I feel like you have a meeting with Saturn. You have a meeting with the Fool on the Hill, right? Because that's kind of what Saturn represents, right? Is the Fool on the Hill. I feel like there's a meeting with time. You need to meet with time before time really gets its rule, right? It's like there's something that you need to meet time. You need to meet with time, right? That's Saturn, right? Before Saturn gets into its place of rulership, you need to meet with time and you need to correlate. You need to correct something or you need to speak. There's something you need to speak about with time. Take it up with time. Take it up with the Fool on the Hill. Could be controversial. I'm getting a feeling of being enamored by the Fool on the Hill. I don't know why. Enamored is an interesting word. Just like if you look at the way it's spelled. It's interesting. Makes one red, right? Interesting. We have Talk Less, Feel More. This card came out in the previous nakshatra. So we have Pisces coming out. We have Order of Melchizedek. Embraced by Light. Mission Uncovered and Don't Give Up. Very interesting that that card came out because... can you see those okay? It's kind of blurry. It's really dark in here. And then we have Halls of Amenti Initiation. Secrets Revealed, Treasures Uncovered, and Initiations. Yeah, you need to meet with time, right? You need to meet with time in between. There's something about the in-between. Order of the Melchizedek. This could have something to do with like past life missions. The Order of the Melchizedek, I believe Jesus Christ was a priest for Melchizedek. I believe that's kind of more like secretive information, tying into like the Knights Templar, the Freemasons and stuff like that. So there's some like secret, there's something you need to meet with time about, right? There you need to meet with Saturn. Or there's something about Saturn, you need to meet with Saturn. But you need to meet with Saturn here in Punarvasu. Give me one more. You know you need to meet with Saturn. You know you need to see Saturn in Punarvasu. So whatever Saturn is in your chart, I don't even know what Saturn is in my chart, but that's just what I was feeling. Right? I wake up in the morning feeling like I'm John Dee. Grab my black magic book and draw a circle around me. Stupid. So sorry. Give me one more card, please. Think it through. This is also kind of like the background of the High Priestess, but there's this checkerboard floor and this picture of the pyramid, which could talk about like not only being intuitive, but also, right, the checkerboard floors talks about creation. It's like that's a Freemason symbol or a Masonic symbol, which talks about the creation of something, right? It's almost like just being in between both dark and light and being able to wield like both powers to your benefit in regards to what you're creating. That's why you need to meet with time, or you need some source of time in your timeless nakshatra, right? It's like we all think that Saturn could be slightly annoying or like slightly a nuisance, but it's really not. If you think about it, you just have to like be able to kind of control it. But if you're in this sort of limitless energy, there could be something about needing a more Saturnian influence in your life or someone to bring the Saturn to you. I'm looking here now, the Fool on the Hill. Some will seek forgiveness, others escape. Just started playing. This video is beautiful. We have I am presence. All right, we're going to keep that one away. We're going to keep I am presence. All right. I hope this is making sense for you guys. We have a lot of like esoteric kind of cards coming out, not so many like actual moon cards. So there could be something about like knowledge, the things you're learning, the orders or the groups in which you associate with, needing to be more present and more active in those groups, needing to be a leader, needing to show your authority in the groups that you are a part of, being more communicative and actually joining in and being a part of things because you have knowledge and you have this great source of power that a lot of people could benefit from. So you have to kind of like stop hiding yourself away and begin being more active, right? Talk less, feel more. It's kind of giving me the opposite though. I feel like you already do that a lot. You might have kind of like the cat might have gotten your tongue a little bit. Cat's got your tongue. So you need to come talk to the Fool on the Hill, I guess. All right. Should we go straight into the tarot or should we get a Lemurian card? I think I'm going to pull a Lemurian card and we'll just kind of look at it. We don't necessarily have to read it from the book right away. For Punarvasu, can you talk to me about what Punarvasu might need or find beneficial for them at this time through this portal we are at, this 8-8 portal? Give me the one for Punarvasu. All right. One 444 on the timer right there. I don't know if that's going to help at all. Alrighty. look and see what we got going on here. I don't like the way that's coming through. We have Telos, Adama, Inner Earth, Etheric Retreats, and Family of Light. See this mountain? You see this woman. She's trying to guide you through this portal to get to the mountain, to get inside the mountain, to no longer think of yourself as separate from the mountain, but to become one with the mountain. Something about your family of light, Telos and Adama. I know that's really tied into Mount Shasta. Something about like Pluto's cave as well. So there could be something about we belong together. 10. Okay. I think we're going to use this deck this time. All right, so for the tarot, can I get the overall energy, please, of the first pada of Punarvasu Nakshatra? And what is the overall general energy that we need to be aware of, that we need to be embodying for the highest good or the lowest bad? Maybe somewhere in the middle. But just show me what needs to be seen. I don't want to use this deck, actually. Yeah, this Ace of Pentacles was coming out in reverse, so I'm not sure. I just don't want to use that deck right now. Just because I saw that in reverse, I don't... Seven more shuffles, unless one pops out. I stopped counting. I think that's 5. We'll give it one more just in case. Oh, somebody's hiding something off the top. Somebody has information, somebody has secrets, and that's coming out in the place where my moon is. So there's secrets. Somebody has information that they're not letting you know about. There's something that they know they're holding back. There's something they're keeping under wraps. Right? You're only sick as the secrets within. This person has secrets. Or this person is tiptoeing through the tulips, I guess. Now, Somebody's really cautious about what they say. Someone has mastered the art of communication and teamwork, right? They know how to get people to work for them. They have some sort of way of being recognized in the world that they've just really mastered. They have this sense of eloquence about the way that they act or the way that they collaborate, right? We also have apprenticeship, so there could be something in regards to the way that they apprenticeship is somebody that, like, it's almost like an internship, right? I'm listening to Elvis right now. I don't know if you can hear it. Four of Cups. This is someone waiting for enlightenment. They're not necessarily sure about something yet. This could also be talking a little bit about like needing to be more a part of the group, needing to be more involved in something. I feel like these are going to be the times, like the times that you're going through right now. There's going to be a point in time when you're looking back on those times and thinking about the tender years, right? The good times, right? So be as involved and put yourself out there, right? Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Get what you want. I feel like that's what you're really going for this week. You're really going after what you want unapologetically, right? Even if you have to be, well, trickery, right? A little tricky, strategic, whatever you have to do, right? It's tricky, strategic. It's mercurial, not so moony for me, but you could just be being reflective of trickery that you have experienced or witnessed or been a part of in the past. It's giving me mastermind energy. I am presence. Notice that it's like above everything. Okay, so somebody could be like, bitch, here I am. Okay, hold up. Interesting. Earth, water, water. Or I'm sorry, earth, air, water, water. This is very harmonious. This is not as harmonious. This is like the one out of harmony. So we can kind of like already expect that with it being in a different sign. There's something happening here. Okay. I'm listening to What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. Good song. I'm going to need to get a little shuffle up in this hoe, though. This person could be feeling like they're a leader. I'll never be the one you can defeat. Believe in me because, baby, I was born to lead. Right? New scarab. Get a new little scarab beetle. And the Egyptian, in Egypt, this is where they start their calendar year, would be right here at the Seven of Swords. So we're kind of like kicking it out the gate, right? With a little bit of tomfoolery. A little bit of dishonesty. And that's fine. It may not be the best first impression, but that's just a first impression. It's sometimes it's good to show like some contradictions within yourself, right? You could seem like you're one way, or you could be like somebody that's very angelic and very, I guess, like protagonist. But it's like when you say that one thing that is antagonistic and maybe a little bit controversial, it could really throw people for a loop and make people become, I guess, like attached or like attracted to you. Or do something questionable and people are like, wait, what? What is this Three of Pentacles, please? So I like that. That's a double up, right? We have success, teamwork, collaboration, working well with others, talking less, feeling more, being aware of what the people around you are feeling and what they need and how you can be of service and helpful, and making sure that everything is balanced and really communicating well. You see them all sitting around in a circle together. That's Moon and Taurus energy, right? Really thinking about the entire group as a whole. You're getting recognition as well. And just really your effort, your focused effort, growth, right? Focus in your learning, mastering new things, stepping outside of the box and just like really making something of your own, right? But it's not just a one person thing, right? There's multiple people that are working on it, right? Multiple people have put in a lot of work in this, and it's going to be successful, obviously. The Three of Pentacles, that's Mars exalted, and then we also have Moon exalted. So first pot is looking really good. Talk less, feel more, right? Really tap into the feeling. What does that really feel like for you? What does that feel like to be successful, collaborating well with people, and maybe not saying as much, but feeling, just like feel that energy of success, right? It's like at the tip of your tongue. Like you can feel it in your fingertips. What does it feel like? That success, that harmony, that just flowing of energy of everything just working like right. Even if you are the person that's like the ringleader, let's say you're the ringleader, right? Whatever. Whatever that means, right? That's the Fool on the Hill. That's the ringleader. That's Saturn. That's the Fool on the Hill. If you look at the glyph of Saturn, it's literally what it looks like, is the Fool on the Hill. Sometimes you have to be the Fool on the Hill. Sometimes you have to be like you could be a magician, but maybe immediately afterwards you have to go right into Fool energy just to get it out. Sun in Aries coming out with this Moon in Cancer. So that's a Sun Moon square. So that's a quarter moon. It's a quarter moon. So there's still a good amount of energy left in the moon cycle before it goes to new. So definitely ridding yourself of this energy of feeling disconnected, right? You're becoming more connected, or you are getting close to the end of the period of feeling disconnected, right? You're really finding something new to fill your time. It could have something to do with the success, or once the success comes, you could be feeling a little bit bored, but it will be very short-lived. Just lead with your head, right? Lead with your head. The Lust card. This Sun in Scorpio card with this Lust card is Leo. We have innocence, playful, carefree. The angel that's for the Six of Cups, I can't remember her name, but it's the one that stirs all men. And then we have Babylon here, right? The Scarlet Woman riding the beast. All power given. Mary Magdalene. Jesus' successor. Right, and it's not just about like normal sexuality, because it's not really what it's about. Like when I'm at my job, it's really not what it's about, right? Maybe that's like what it's like for the men, but it's like it's almost like empowering them, right? Making them feel loved, or making them feel handsome, or making them feel heard, or giving them a safe space to work through the things, the demons, the things inside them with someone that's not going to judge them, that will love them for it. Because it's like, that's really the whole thing I feel like about Babylon, is that she really makes it not so much about her, but she rides the beast because she makes it about the beast. That's the trick to Babylon, is it's not about making her feel good. She already knows she feels good. The beast might say she looks good or say positive things about her, but at the end of the day, the focus, the star is not Babylon, it's the beast. It's the men. It's the, what would you say? The energy that they bring. What's this? Seven of Swords? Eight of Wands with the Hierophant on the bottom. Eight of Wands is in reverse. I'm gonna pull it up, right? Or we'll pull it reverse. That's Mercury and Gemini. Swiftness. Right? Taking things slowly, not moving so quickly. Allowing yourself to just kind of go with the flow. What's playing? We're listening to Santana, Black Magic Woman. I didn't really see, there's no Saturnian influence coming out. I feel like you're just wanting to meet with Saturn. You want to talk with Saturn, right? Saturn's what you want. That's the end goal, is that Saturn energy. Jupiter's good. And Jupiter and Saturn kind of work hand in hand. They work hand in hand. You definitely don't want just Saturn and no Jupiter. You definitely don't want just Jupiter with no Saturn. You want both of the energies. Because Jupiter can make the circle as big as it needs to be, while still keeping it in bounds, keeping it their boundaries, right? You don't want just a messy, sloppy, just slouchy, obese, just like, right? That's kind of what the beast is, right? It's kind of what the beast is a little bit, because it has so many different facets to it. And while the woman might represent like Martian energy, but maybe even a little bit Saturnian. So Babylon is very malefic in nature. She's definitely not a quote unquote good guy, right? That's why she doesn't get a throne or a crown. She sits on the ground or on the beast. That's all. yeah, let's get some money cards. Definitely with this first pot coming out here, talk less, feel more. You're expressing yourself, your art. It's talented. You're creative. There's going to be success in the career. If you're making something that you have to bring your own sort of style to, you're definitely doing the damn thing. It's definitely giving that. I don't know why that stack is definitely reminding me of like Falling in Reverse. I think that's because when I started pulling for that deck, the song Born to Lead by Falling in Reverse was playing. I do know they have their album coming out, I think on like, what is it? August 14th, I think. So that's exciting. That's my favorite band. What? I'm going to flip all these back over. We have determination with sun in this moon in Cancer, sun in. We have moon in Cancer, sun in Aries with the order of the Melchizedek. So that could just be like a group, or there could just like, right? Like that's like the, like bad omens, right? Them, like, I feel like that's kind of what Melchizedek might kind of represent nowadays. It might not go by that, but like sleep token, all that kind of shit, right? It's, the darkness, people that are like in the darkness, right? They're not necessarily afraid of being in the darkness. I started this reading, it was very dark, but we couldn't really see the card, so I had to put the light on it. But that like the darkness, that sit in the darkness, that are okay with the darkness, prefer the darkness, are themselves in the darkness. Not necessarily darkness meaning like bad, but just like, right? They've accepted it. Determination, though. Consistency is key. You could be doing some sort of workout routine with that Aries energy coming out, right? Making sure that the people you're around, because the moon is going to be very reflective, making sure you're around people that are reflecting that sort of like high energy, athletic. We'll keep perspective. Your viewpoint about money is changing positively. It's time to see the bigger picture in growing your finances. Your values are affecting your decisions. Right, with that blue eye there, it's like, that's kind of giving me, this is giving me like Algol energy, right? It's giving me like, it's staring back at me. I'm staring down at it, but it's staring back at me, meaning, I don't know, it's almost like petrification or something like that. The next song that's going to be playing is Ain't That a Kick in the Head by Dean Martin. I like old music. Oh, you guys should go check out, I got a playlist on my channel. It's called The Gospel of Jesus Christ. It's just full of, called The Gospel of Jesus Christ. Because I feel like that's how Jesus communicates, is through music, right? Like because he was a magician, right? That's how a magician. I feel like a lot of times that mercurial energy really shows through in regards to style and, right? So of course the Scarlet Woman will more than likely really enjoy listening to music. Not necessarily creating it, right? That's kind of where we get into like that beast perspective, right? Right, it's like something about the Adam's apple, like the intact Adam's apple. Not saying that women don't sing well too, because they really do, but it's just something about the difference in the voice with the active Adam's, like when the Adam's apple is still in the throat. I don't know, it's just different. Gives it different. What a weird bitch. Sorry. Objective. Nature. This was a very interesting reading. The high energy for this one, for sure. So unbridled passion. Unbridled, that could mean like unmarried, right? Is that what that means? Or like uncontained passion? Your passion isn't like, right, the passing of the ion. That's kind of what I also see when I see passion pass ion. Listen to your body. Ah! All right, we're gonna go here. No, we're not gonna go here. Okay, we have Workaholics, Wizards Never Die is playing for the Seven of Swords pile. Oh yeah, Wizards Never Die. By Workaholics. Shut the fuck up. That fucking song is so dope. Fucking Carl. Fucking good shit, dude. Okay. There's two women here. I'm not really sure. Somebody could have like... Oh. I have to go. I have to go. Fucking workaholics, dude. What the fuck? Okay, let's go here. Right, figuring out what like gets you in that state, right? If there's a desired, you have Mayday Parade playing. What is this song called? Pretty Good to Feel Something. Mayday Parade. They just released it 3 weeks ago. Oh, what is that one song I was just listening to? Oh, I forgot. What was it? It was by Sleep Token. I had to comment on it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? What is it called? Hold on, I have to look it up. Oh, Sleep Token. Oh, he's super hot. I like Sleep Token a lot. I don't really know what he looks like, but I don't know. I like it. Okay, anyways, I think it's the emotion. It's usually what comes out in Ardra, but just like, I don't know, when like men are able to like, are like secure enough within themselves to express emotion in like a raw and not like in a bitchy kind of like a whiny kind of way. I feel like that's what turns me on, is like emotional maturity, but also emotional vulnerability. That's attractive. Right? Having unbridled passion. So like there could be like a passing of the ion of having just passion, but not in like a bitch, not like in a cry kind of way, but just like literally just being able to connect to what you're feeling, but then also to like project it out of your voice is nice. I really, and I feel as though Sleep Token might be one of the best he's comparable to Maynard, which is like kind of impossible. But the song I was listening to was called Ascensionism. There are lyrics on here. I'm gonna look him up because it was actually tripping me out. Let's see. The lyrics say, well, I know what you want from me. You want someone to be your reflection, your bitter deception, setting you free. So take what you want and leave. Who made you like this? Who encrypted your dark gospel in body language? Synapses snap back in blissful anguish. Tell me you met me in past lives, past life. Past what might be eating me from the inside, darling. Half algorithm, half deity. Glitches in the code or gaps in a strange dream. Tell me you guessed my future and mapped it onto your fantasy. Turn me into your mannequin and I'll turn you into my puppet queen. Oh, stop. That's just good. Okay, anyways, that's all I have for this reading, I believe. Oh, and by the way, this is I've been working with this Goetic Spirit. This is the first card I pulled out of this deck. It's Asmodeus, but this is what we've been working with. So we have Black Magic, Spiritual Wisdom. Just so you guys know, I'm not trying to pull too many cards. I just like want to get to know one spirit. This is the first one that came out for me. It does rule the Magician card. So just so you know. 27 equals 25 equals 7. So number of this nakshatra. I'm out. This is a long reading. Do I have any more cards to pull for you guys? I don't think so. Oh, I didn't do any for my deck. Whatever. And now that's the most important one to do because it's a Jupiter deck, obviously. Let's get one more little round here. This is my deck I made. It's called For Jupiter. There's the Chariot. That's what we needed, really, was the Chariot. We got it, the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, and Judgment. Breaking of the circle, the sun. Yeah, so. King of Wands. I like the King of Wands because he's sitting in complete darkness. All right. I'm out of here. My dog is snoring. You can hear it. I just now noticed because I have headphones on. I gotta go. Ah.